Hello buddies and welcome back to this masterclass for the beginner in C programming language. It's your guy once again, the Wolf, and I'm so excited to have you with me today. So guys, in the previous lesson we talked about I can't even remember, but it was about using if-else statements. So, and again today guys, we're going to do something different, something always unique and very creative, and that is switch statements. So without much ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so I'll start off by defining what switch statements are. So instead of writing many if-else statements, you can use the switch statement. So the switch statement selects one of the main blocks to be executed. So I'm using code blocks. So let me save the title, project title. Let me just name it switch statement. Switch statement, and click next. Yes, and click finish. And there we go. So I'll just show the syntax first, and then we do an example. So okay, so I just click over here, main C, and let me just use this one here. So you can see the libraries are already included by just creating a file. So the syntax is like this: switch, and unlike the if-else statement that we did, guys, of which we want to go back and do really one real example, right? So after this we do that example again. So switch, the expression is, can you place your expression in here in your switch statement? So this expression will be actually a variable, or I can call an array of strings or integer or wherever you have files. So once they pass through there, you check for a certain case that you are checking to print something out. And once maybe you get that, you jump out of the switch. So this is the expression here. And today I'm really feeling like, I don't know, I feel like coding though. Yeah, so let's do it. So here you will have you will have to create first case here, and the case it should be like, let's say X, and then you put that column over there, and then you put your code over here. So this will be your code block. Oh, my code block. So again, can I remove this print this here? So, and again, once you, if that was the case that you wanted, then you would have to break out of the switch. And to break, you just end with this semicolon. And again, you can go to case, let's say case Y, and so on and so forth. I was taught to say so, I don't know why, but yes, you put your code, and then you can break out of the. Okay, so once you break out the switch, you can also now do the default thing. Yeah, finally we end up with the default, which normally prints no matter what happens. So default, we can say, again, you put your code, look over here. So this is how it actually works. So the switch expression is evaluated once. This switch expression here, this is evaluated once, and then the next thing, the value of the expression is compared with the values of each case. So this case will be having a variable here, so that expression is going to be compared with this case variable, right? And then if there is a match, the associated block of the code is executed. So if the expression that was in this variable again, which was a variable as I say, if that case is true, like that variable was compared and it turned it true, then we print the code, the code block that is here. Again, the break statement breaks out of the switch block and stops the execution. So this is just a statement that once that is done, it breaks out of the switch and we fly far away. And then the default statement is optional, so you don't have actually to create this default here. But it's good just to specify some code to run if there is no case that matched. So instead of just not doing anything, we just print something out at least to let something, or to invoke something, whatever. So so again, let's do this example that we have to use the weekdays number to calculate the weekday names, right? For example, we can iterate two numbers from 1 to 7 because those are the weekdays in there. And let's say if number 1 is Monday, number 2 is and then we can check a certain case. If it's number 2, it's a certain day, or vice versa. Let's do it. So so I'll just this was just the syntax. Let me just delete up to, do have to delete this now. So I will just come up here in the main before the switch here. Just hit this, and I just want to create a variable here, variable of type int, and I assign in a number 4. So this is a number of that day. So today, this one, we have defined the day to be number 4. So we say that let's switch now. Let's switch these days, which is a variable. So I just copy this and paste over here. So this is the switch that we're going to check for a number in this. So we start by saying case 1 is a number here now. So if it's number 1, let's print the day now. So let's print Monday. Yes. Then close with this semicolon. Again, break. So again, case 2. Let's say again we should copy this. Copy there. There's something wrong here. There. Again, this one. Okay, Monday. And again, this will be Tuesday. This will be Tuesday. Again, you just want to break this capital letter. What's wrong with you, Monday? You always look like Monday. So this is Tuesday. Okay, so if it's number 2, that should be Tuesday. Again, let's copy this case because it seems that we have Control Z. What happened? Hold on. Something very bad has happened. Not really bad. So simply just click over here. So we say case 2, and then let's copy this because we're too lazy when it comes to typing, punching some keys into a keyboard. So this is Tuesday. And then again, copy this case control copy, because we have like paste. Oh, control Z. Just copy this, control copy, and then V, and then V again, and then V again. This is really bad. What is wrong? Not there. So this should be 3. Here's again should Wednesday. The second one should be okay. Let me just copy this again. And again, let me just paste it down here. Oh, you should come on the side. Then this should be 4. And now this should be which day? Thursday, right? Like today is and see what we have. So I'll just have to run this. Hope there is no error. Compiling. And this one error somewhere. Error breaks, it's not written loop or switch. Let me figure out what's up. Just cut this. I'm not sure, but this is not there first of all, so this is maybe the problem. And I should take it far away. I mean, from the main statement. Where was it in? Switch. Okay, let me just figure out this before. Let me just put it here. Control V. Yeah, something like that. So first of all, if I think I put the default here, Control Z. Why is this not even getting back where? This is a very, really huge problem. I mean, I'm frustrated right now. I feel like just to move on and leave this computer. I just ran to my mother's house and so I could eat some potatoes and soup. So so I just deleted the default first, and then let me just run it. And there we go. We have Thursday, because number 4 here is, you can see number 4 is Thursday. So we can again change. Let's change the number. Let's change the number. Maybe say 7. You see number 7. If there is no number 7, then we should get the default. That's when we will include our default function over there, or statement. Oh, it's a Sunday, so number 7 is there. Let's see number 8, which is not there. Something is really not working around here with me. So okay, run it. Nothing was there. So let's see how we can include the default. Okay, so but before that, let's define what I've done around here. So when C reaches a break keyword, it breaks out of the switch block, and this will stop the execution of more code and case testing inside the block. So when the match is found and the job is done, and it's time to go home, so let's break. So there is no need for more testing. So the break keyword here that you need to notice is that you can save a lot of execution time, because it ignores the execution of all the rest of the code in the switch block. All right, so instead of just looking the or going through the whole of the switch statement, so the break actually helps us to get out. Instead of doing that, just wasting time. So the break is really awesome, good thing over here. You should not forget that. Okay, so let's see how the default work. So the default keyword specifies some code to run if there is no case match. So if the match that we wanted is not there, that's when we print, or we will use the default keyword. To print something is to let the system know wherever this is not there. So again, we will come back here in our code, and let me just try to include it and see whether it's going to work. So in this number, let me just go down from 7 here, number 7, okay, 7 here, and then I break, right? So below this I will write default, just like that, and then I print something. Let me just copy this and just paste it over here. Again, I did that something. Then they just coiled themselves. I could only see one line, and I thought, oh, messed up. No, there was nothing like that. I was just frustrating myself. Yeah, maybe three of them. With me, this body, so I don't know. So let's print something, and maybe we should say, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Wow, there was so many weekends. So let's again return 0. Hope this will work. So I'm just okay, by default this will always be printed. So let's see. Damn, I'm looking forward to the weekend. So number 7 wasn't there. I mean number 8 wasn't there. Again, if I maybe change the value to 3, and again Wednesday. So it's only printed when something is not right? So okay, so that's it for today, guys, and I hope oh, I should use actually I promised to do, yes I did, I just should do it. I'll just do it. So I promised that I should do the live example of the if else statement. So let me just do one example here. So let me just delete this. Okay, till this block of code go up till here. Yes. So I will create an int of so now this is very different from the switch statement. I'm just wanted to do a real example. Why now? No man, let me just use this int. Let's use my age. How old am I even? I can't remember. Yeah, that should be, oh man, I can maybe 30. I should be at 1 or something like that. I should be at 1. Again, let me say int again, int voting age, voting age. I can can say equals to 18 here in our country, right? I don't know. So I can use if statement here and say if. I can say if my age, this value here, control copy, control paste. If my age is greater than, is greater or equals to, is greater or equal my control this copy, this paste here. Yeah, if this is greater than this, then I'm old enough to do what? To vote, right? So I can just print and say okay, I can print and say if. Okay, let me just say print function. I should say old enough to vote, and else I can include the else statement here. So in this cell, if I should have this, and actually I don't know why. Let me just cut this and press over here. I can say if else here I can say else I should say print control copy paste. So I can say else, no, not old enough to vote. All I can say one time. One time. You did this. So it's only just one. Else is okay. I did one time. Anyway, let's just change this. Not old. No. And then we should return. So let me just save this first. I should. Let me just. Yes, and run it. They're old enough to vote. That's true. So guys, that's all for today, and thank you for joining the class of today. And once again, is your guide, the Wolf. So welcome. See you. Bye.